Hi, this is Malika Kabra Rathi and I am a clinical nutritionist. Today I am going to speak about what should be a diet of a woman, specifically if you are a working woman or a housewife during the day in order to keep yourself in good shape. As a woman, we all want to and strive hard to look gorgeous and to feel gorgeous from within. Since we are always multitasking, what we must eat during the day goes down our priority list. You could be a working woman, a housewife, a teacher, a student, or a businesswoman. And what food choices we must make in order to keep ourselves healthy and fit goes down on the priority list. So today I am going to talk about exactly what are the things a working woman, because she's taking care of her family, of her children, or maybe she's taking care of her own career. So what are the food choices, the right food choices you must make in order to stay healthy, fit, active and happy? Yes. So now let's start with the diet plan that exactly you must follow in order to stay in good shape. So two most important things that you have to take care of. One is prioritizing. Yes, as women, we tend to neglect ourselves and put ourselves on the last priority. So yes, we have to focus on our health first, because if the woman of the family is healthy and fit, she can give rise to a stronger and fitter family, society and nation. Yes, so a little bit of prioritizing and planning. If we are well planned a day in advance, we can be prepared for any eventualities like an urgent meeting that comes up, or some guests who turn up, or suddenly if the kids go sick. So if you are well prepared in advance, you will ensure that no matter what, your food is in time. Okay, so let's start with the diet plan. First and foremost, when you go to bed, it is very important to brush your teeth. Yes. Why? I will tell you, because first thing in the morning when you wake up, you are not supposed to brush your teeth, but all the good bacteria that are collected in your mouth, you have to drink a couple of glasses of warm water. Why you have to drink that warm water? You have to swish nicely and drink it so that all the good bacteria go inside your tummy. So two prerequisites of maintaining your weight. One is a very strong, robust digestive system. Yes. And when you drink that water first thing in the morning after fasting full night, what happens is you get a good dose of probiotic bacteria and enzymes, and this keeps your digestive system in good check. And second most important thing that is required is to chew your food very well. Yes, the old adage, chewing your food for 32 times, is actually true. So first thing, you drink 2 glasses of warm water. You can squeeze a little lemon or ginger or honey. All these just aid in improving your digestive system, excreting enough pancreatic enzymes and digestive enzymes, just enough to ensure that your gut is prepared for whatever food you're going to put inside. The second thing that you're going to do is, immediately after half an hour of having your water, don't have the tea or coffee, but yes, you have to have a seasonal fruit. Now, if you're working, you're preparing tiffin, how easy it is to just grab a fruit which is seasonal and eat it on the go. And yes, remember to chew your food very well. Third thing that you are going to do is, after the fruit, after at least 1 hour, you have to eat your breakfast. Now, if you're cooking the breakfast yourself, and if you have the time to cook breakfast, then please cook one of the options that I'm giving you. It could be poha, it could be upma, it could be dosa, idli, but remember two things. One is the protein and the other is fiber. So if you're having your poha, club it with little sprouts. If you're having upma, club it with a glass of sattu, because that gives you the protein which is required. If you're eating a paratha, please club it with a katori of curd, because that contains probiotic bacteria and it also contains good amount of calcium and protein, which we all women lack in. And the fourth thing, if you're having eggs, please put a dash of vegetables in it. Have it with a chapati. So if you do not have time to cook a lavish breakfast for yourself, and if you're on the go, you're packing tiffins, just ensure that you split your lunch. If you're making roti, sabzi, dal, rice, split it. Have the roti sabzi for breakfast and keep the rice and dal along with a salad or sabji for your lunch. So it's okay if you do not have the time to make breakfast, but ensure that you don't skip the breakfast, but you can skim the breakfast as per your physical activity. If you're not very physically active early in the morning, have the breakfast but reduce the portion. Now, after having these breakfast options, after 2 hours, please ensure that you have a pre-lunch. What's a pre-lunch? Pre-lunch is a small snack that you have just 1 hour before your lunch. Now, this prevents you from binging in your lunch. Yes, it's very important to ensure that you eat your lunch only as much as required. When you follow the principle of chewing your food very well, remember, you know exactly when to start your meal and you know exactly when to stop your meal. No nutritionist, no doctor should be able to tell you how much your body requires. It should be your own decision. So if you chew your food very well and if you have a pre-lunch, you will ensure that you eat just as much lunch as you require. And if you're going to be busy between the lunch and dinner like most of us are, you are not going to overeat in the lunch thinking that the next meal is just going to be your dinner. No, you have to eat your lunch just that much, which suffices for 2 to 3 hours of your work. That's it. So what are you going to have as pre-lunch? You're going to have maybe a couple of nuts which give you your omega-3 fatty acids, which give you your antioxidants and your fiber and protein. Or you could have as simple as a glass of chas, a katori of curd, or a glass of sattu, or you could just grab a fruit. But do ensure you have your pre-lunch. Yes. And what do you have for lunch? You could carry maybe a chapati or sabzi, dal and rice, but just ensure that you have good ample amounts of protein and fiber through your dal and vegetables. If you're eating out, if you are in a meeting, if you're ordering from a canteen, what do you eat? Call for a dal khichdi, for idli sambar along with the chutney. Yes, because coconut is rich in medium chain triglycerides, is good in essential fatty acids, protein and fiber. This is exactly what we want. You could have fish curry and rice, but do have a bowl of salad or sabzi with it to give you your fiber dose. You could have chana masala along with tandoori roti if you're ordering from outside, but do have it with a bowl of salad. Avoid vegetables which are rich in gravy because they're full of fat and they're devoid of protein. And if you're carrying your own dabba, if you're having wheat chapatis, it's always advisable. This is my quick tip that I'm going to give you, is to add a little bit of soybean or brown chana atta or little sattu atta to your wheat atta, and to ensure that your wheat atta is thick, jada, mota atta, so that it contains all the fiber, and that is the key essence to maintaining your weight, because the more amount of fiber in your diet, the fiber extracts all the extra fat from the body and it gives you good satiety value. Yes. So after lunch, please ensure within half an hour to 1 hour of your lunch, you sip on a green tea. Now, there are many advantages of green tea. More so for us women is it extracts any extra fat from the diet and it aids in digestion. This is what we want to keep healthy and fit. And after 2 to 3 hours of lunch, 4 to 6 is the major time when we binge or we cringe to eat something which is excessively high in fat or which is very tasty. Now, how do you curb that? 4 to 6, please ensure that you eat something. Now, if you're eating out, ensure if you can share your meal with somebody, you could have as simple as an idli, dosa, dhokla sandwich, but share it with somebody. And remember the protein and fiber rule. So if you're having your sandwich, have it with that slice of cheese or have it with the paneer or have it with the chicken along with vegetables. If you're having your idli, have it with the sambar, but share it with somebody, because that is not your dinner, it's your pre-dinner. So having some snack between 4 to 6, as simple as a fruit or roasted chana and peanuts or nuts or a glass of chas, or as complicated as some snack which you're ordering from outside, that ensures that you don't binge in dinner. Now, what happens? The key to maintaining your weight is to keep your dinner light, because as the day progresses, our metabolic rate of the body goes down and our fat burn capacity goes down, and the body's capacity to store fat increases because we are just reaching our bedtime. So this snack will ensure that you don't binge for dinner. Also, if you are into a night shift job, then all the more important to eat some snack at 4 to 6, so that even if you're having a late dinner, you have your energy levels in good shape. So you have good energy levels to last you for the night. Now dinner. Remember, the dinner has to be at least 2 hours prior sleeping, and keep it as light and as simple as possible. I want you to eat your rice or roti for dinner, but have either or, not both. And I would prefer if you could have a bhakri made out of bajra, jawar, makai or nachni, because these bhakris not just give you a lot of satiety, but they contain calcium, iron, good amount of minerals and fiber, which is very important for us women if you want to prevent in future cases of osteoporosis, heart diseases or weak joints and limbs. Please ensure you have a lot of these bhakris along with vegetable and good amount of dal, because that will ensure that your energy levels are good, you don't have iron deficiency, anemia, and you don't have protein deficiency. And also along with that, it gives you a lot of minerals. Yes, because we women menstruate every month, so we lose a lot of blood along with minerals. So all these bhakris ensure they give you a lot of minerals in the diet. And along with that, ensure that the dal is not always yellow in color, but please bring more color to your dals by eating a lot of different varieties of pulses which Indian soil has in abundance, like chole, rajma, chavli, watana, wal, akha masoor, akha urad. Yes, so please do away with only yellow dals, but bring more color to your plate with adding as many pulses. And yes, it's very important to eat pulses, and there is a myth that we should not eat pulses at night. If your pulses are soaked well, if you're cooking your pulses with good amount of hing, zira powder and lemon juice and ginger and garlic, you will ensure that the sprouts do not give you gas or discomfort, but instead it gives you a lot of satiety and a feeling of fullness and happiness. So the dinner has to be light. If you can't cook another fresh set of vegetable, you can have the lunch's vegetable in your dinner, but do ensure you have some vegetable or salad or soup. So remember, change is a door which we can open only and only from inside, and nobody can push you from outside. So you have to be the change for your own good, because it's never too late or never too early to start eating and living a healthy life. So embrace womanhood, because you, my dear woman, are a superhuman. For more information, feel free to contact me on lybrate.com.